here we go.
Guess the drug was too strong.
Yeah, think.
Wake him up.
Is it customary to drug your people you captured? Suspected criminals and such?
No dozing off.
It doesn't seem very humanitarian, does it?
Still don't get it, do ya? Give it up!
Unless it's some kind of happy drug, I suppose.
Cooperate. What? You want another shot?
Yeah, give me another one. Aim for the nose. You could use a good crack.
What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
I ain't saying shit to you.
Hear my question?
Hey, Cyber.
Answer.
Ow.
Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah?
It's a toy gun.
Talk about the works.
Well, I do
Think
suppose
that
I have a
all
knife.
those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it.
I had the time of my life. Wait, why am I crying?
You should know your place.
Come a bit closer. Uncuff me, and I'll show you my place. How are you doing, Cyber?
Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
Wait, what?
I
Get that
see.
out of my face.
I need your hand to sign this, bud. I don't
Ow.
care if you end up losing a leg.
Damn, I forgot about this. Can I just headbutt the guy? Can I stab him with a
Don't
pen?
expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Give me the pen. Let me stab you. I'm gonna shove it in your eye, you prick. He caved? Please tell me you signed it with, like, D's nuts or something. Or maybe a classic, like a Yo Mama or something. That would be so sweet. I'd love that.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Trackmania? Oh man, 2 tests? That sucks. I do not miss going to school, I can tell you that much. Then again, work isn't exactly a whole lot more fun either.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor sign Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much though.
He's gonna need a good punch
Prosecutor,
as well.
I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long.
On account of you being drugged, you mean?
It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
Yes. Fear me! I am dangerous! I mean, that is the hope.
Well done on making it this far, inmate.
Oh, back in the
Now that
Velvet Room,
you've
are we?
traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present.
Wonderful.
The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Oh, really?
The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies,
Wait, the puntables are in sync now?
and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Man, I wish I had Igor's voice. He's got such a wonderful voice.
I see.
What the fuck? Seriously, Sony, it's none of your goddamn business what kind of screenshots I take. Fuck off.
So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice.
Oh, this isn't the end. I'll have you know.
I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the
Mine?
methods you used for your crimes.
I'm just sick. That's all there is to it. It'll come. It'll come. You can practice it. Yawn a lot. Yawn a lot. It helps. I'm not kidding. It helps. Good for the vocal cords.
There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence.
You don't have the power to lighten my sentence. What do you think I am, an idiot? It'll be fine, though. No one likes their own voice. I mean, I've sat through enough of Asmodeus' editing to know, to have heard myself repeatedly, and I don't like it much. I can't watch my own VODs or anything. I just can't. I am disgusted by myself. It is horrifying. It's pretty much the same for most everyone, I think. A deal. A deal. You want a deal? Beatboxing? I mean, if you can beatbox proper, like, you can change your voice a lot. I'll just remain
I
silent.
have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you.
Oh yeah, we never did change your heart, did we? Damn. I cannot beatbox for
Your
shit.
operation
though.
was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence.
Maybe I can change your heart right out here. What do you say? How about you and me? Glass of wine, some good food, a nice salad, maybe some meat and red wine sauce. You know, the good stuff. The good stuff. Some taters and broccoli. Lots of fucking broccoli. That shit's the stuff of gods.
You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty. Unless you accept my proposal.
Wait, does Japan have the death penalty? I'm just curious. I don't know. Do they actually have that still? I find that somewhat unlikely. Still can't do a constant talk with throat gravel. You should hear me when I just wake up, and even better if I'm hungover. Now that's it's not corpse husband's level of deep, but it is it's a fucking pit of gravel.
Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves.
I ain't selling out anyone.
First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto.
Yeah, he's just a dumb dude. I mean, he jogs. That's what he
One of the
does.
victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki.
I mean, yeah, she's like...
Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa.
I mean, An is just my side squeeze, and Yusuke, he's just... I mean, he's weird. He's practically a stalker, man. I have to... It's like fucking Batman, but it's too fucking short. Short?
The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura.
I mean, she's just my main squeeze.
The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura.
Uh-huh.
And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima.
It does last rather short. It does, that's true.
Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
We need to do this right, don't we? We need to do this right. We can't make any mistakes here. That'd be shit. That would not be good. We cannot fuck this up. We just cannot. So, this one's kind of goofy though. Clearly I've heard of them. I mean, I know them. I know them. But, no, I never heard of them.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question.
You do that.
I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid?
What? No, it's all me. It's just me.
Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened.
As if it would be anyway. I know more about this shit than you do.
You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them?
There were no such people.
I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators.
I have no collaborators, and in fact, I have no teammates. Why would I need them? I can use pretty much any persona I want.
Do you even understand the position that you're in?
Nope.
Let's discuss one
really.
other person. Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well.
Was there? Really?
Might he be a part of your team too?
Fuck no. Nope.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well.
I mean, you'll make friends. You'll make friends.
So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me.
I'll just remain silent here.
Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice.
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm not?
Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor?
What teammates? I have no
Why
idea
won't
what
you
you're talking
talk
about.
them?
Where do we go here? It's wrong, yes. I mean, it could be. Oh, yeah, I was kind of hoping that was the case, but I didn't want to say. Because you never know. You never know. It's a dirty tactic.
Don't be ridiculous. You're the one suspected of foul crimes.
Yeah, and you're the one using foul tactics to try and get me to confess. Fuck you. You call this justice?
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of?
You only really need one. That's more than enough. You should always go for quality over quantity. Always. Always. saving others.
Saving others? What an awfully simple response.
But it is a good
You continue to
response.
stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale.
I know.
But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
What about the true culprit?
After all this, you're still...
Ooh, the drug's starting to wear off. Hell yeah.
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
Realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
What? Pancakes? What? I don't remember this.
There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
Shame that. We were having such a nice little chat too. Don't you want to win?
Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
That's right. If I remember.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye.
Why did you come here?
Why? Because this is my job. Don't ask me such odd questions.
It's an honest to God question. I don't get what the issue is.
Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you.
Shoot.
There's something that's been bothering me for some time now.
Oh, you wanna know if I can get my elbows together? Yeah, I can. I know I'm flat. I know. It's been haunting me all my life. I'm flat-chested. I know. It's tragic. Really. I was bullied. It's fine though.
Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Sold out. There's something I need to do.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader.
Hand it over?
The smartphone, duh. We've been talking about it this whole time.
Yeah?
Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
I might.
You're not joking, are you? If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
Oh, you won't? Well, the phone.
You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
The important thing is that it's actually not a smartphone. It's an idiot phone. It's a dumbass phone.
Let's let her sleep.
She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
Him?
Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit here. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
Show it to the true culprit.
The true culprit?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple. And thus, a dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
Not a teammate.
Not a teammate? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Yes, I am. You need to trust me.
What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it.
Neither can I, really, but that's what makes it so fun!
But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case.
Hey, Everett. What did you miss? You missed, essentially the end of the, interrogation. Pretty much. I haven't been on that long.
Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath.
You can go back to
Thy
lurking,
bond shall
dude.
become
That's
the
fine.
wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart.
Good to see you in chat, though.
Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment,
30
granting
minutes
thee
around.
infinite power.
The ultimate secret of judgment. Really? Have I maxed out? Oh, true justice.
All right.
Oh, I'm willing to bet that that's a kink.
All right.
Seismic. You can now fuse Satan. Satan! Oh god, yes. The most powerful persona of the Judgment Arcana. Cool. That sounds pretty damn neat.
I'll be going now.
You do that, lady. Have
What
fun.
good will this do, though?
You'll figure it out. It's your job, right? Go do your thing. Win. And all that.
Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
He's here to shoot me.
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
Wait, what? How the fuck does that work? He's a freaking high school student. That's stupid. That is, oh, good God. That is so dumb.
That was a joke, of course.
Oh, thank God.
I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation.
Yeah, now that makes
I am
more sense.
surprised it's this
Jesus
far
Christ.
underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
Oh, you prick.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves.
I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Look at that. He's got a psycho smile too, just like Joker. I kept telling you guys, I kept saying it. There's only room for one protagonist. He has to be an antagonist. He's way too similar to Joker. Way too similar. There's only room for one.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you?
That is a very efficient
I owe you
silencer.
for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning.
I know.
That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Just you wait. My bond with Akechi has grown really, it's grown deeper. That's an interesting way of putting it.
All right.
Ooh, cutscene. We're going anime.
Have you finally pieced it all together?
Apparently I did so quite a while ago.
Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Wait, what? Did I get a bad ending? I kind of feel like I just got a bad ending.
Hmm?
Nah, it can't be that. Nah, it's taking too long. It's too elaborate for a bad ending. I think. It was a fake gun, wasn't it? It's tomatoes. It's jam. I wonder what kind of jam. Or was it a bad ending?
Shido-san.
Wait, no?
My job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No, it can't be. Even me. God damn it. Shit.
Well, I can't say I'm a fan of that way of going, but if anyone deserved it, he's one of them, for sure.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
Yay.
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
The thick plottins.
Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
Damn.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor. And considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high school.
I did follow her example. My grades were awesome. In game, I mean. Real life, not so much.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything.
She's actually hanging out with that
Only
prick?
a handful of people are
Really?
qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have
How is he
the young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It would be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
This is a whole freaking anime episode. I'm not complaining though. I like it. It's cool.
You're shitting me. We got him.
Oh, I like that smile. Means we're about to win, right? We're winning. We're winning, yeah? Yeah?
It would seem as though you have been killed.
What?
But
Really?
why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat?
With the jam. Raspberry, actually. Very sweet. And very, very delectable. I can highly recommend it. So tasty.
Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
I'd like that very much because I'm kind of stumped right now. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm starting to get hopeful. The first time I sensed something was off, that's right, it was during the school festival. Didn't I mention
they're
this
going.
very thing during the festival?
You realized it too then. It was was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
He's up to something.
Probably. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
Let's do some research.
Yeah, that was my plan too. Okay, let's get everyone on the same page right away. There's something else we want you to look into. One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
You can do it, Futaba.
I agree.
I believe in you.
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
So it's impossible even for you.
Fuck no.
I didn't say it was impossible.
She knows her shit. And
okay.
she's cute to boot.
I've got a plan. That's perfect.
Keeping it secret?
Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
I mean, it's good backup. It's a good safety. Futaba's going to do something? I wonder if it'll be okay.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Nor can I. This is getting interesting.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble.
I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
My memories are starting to become clearer. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. Are we getting another anime episode here? I'm curious. And this is where Akechi removes a wig. Turns out, it's been Joker all along. Nah. We were using shadows? You're gonna have to explain that one to me. Yes. I would very much like to save. Come on. This is so cool, though. Come on, please let the plan be all kinds of awesome. I'm hoping that's it. I heard they arrested one of the Phantom Thieves. No way. I didn't expect him to commit suicide. He's a murderer. He deserved to die. We can finally breathe easy now. No, you fucking can't. I'm loose. I'm exhausted. Feels like my consciousness is about to fade away. Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening? Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back. Are you listening? I am. Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation. Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive. It's on a completely different level than just that. Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a plot to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill Grim-kun. If we go into Sis's palace, as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces. To think he would be on this far gone, I know now though what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace. That's nuts. If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment. So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us. He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time. The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it? No, Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect of a police station. Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi. But what means do we have of learning his identity? We'll have to make Akechi say it, though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us. I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that it's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately. Damn it, so we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion. But if we go into the palace as told, Grim will be arrested and then murdered by Akechi. Palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding... Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage. What's this all of a sudden? There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity. Really? You gotta be kidding me. Spill it! If he wants to kill Grim, why not let him? That is, inside the palace. Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive Grim, all the while believing he killed the real one. Yeah, that's it. It seems that's our only option. Would that not make me lose my flippin' mind, though? Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out. You're gonna have to explain this one to me, eh? Like,
Ever since
real
the death
slow,
of their
like,
teenage
I'm
leader,
dumb.
the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything.
Yeah. Because as far as I know, if you kill someone's cognitive identity or whatever, avatar, they lose their flippin' mind and they die, like everyone else has so far. So, yeah, they kind of lost me here.
Futaba-chan.
Just a bit.
I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey, fellas.
Hey, you big bastard.
Did you miss me?
How've you been?
Oh, swimmingly. I got punched, kicked, considered stabbing a dude with a pen because, you know, I'm badass that way, and also, you know, what was I gonna do? I was bored, alright? The torture wasn't exactly improving anything, really. I just wanted something to do. I mean, I died. Pretty good. I'm pretty good. I died, but...
Thank goodness. It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Who knows?
Still, how'd you pull this off?
Actually, I'd like to know that, too.
Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
Hey, God damn it, but we've been through this, boss. The metaverse, the weird shenanigans, you know, that shit that Facebook or Meta or whatever the fuck it's called now. You know, the metaverse. It's not gonna catch on. It's gonna flop something fierce. Ain't nobody wants those damn NFTs. Nobody wants that. No, just nobody wants that. Who wants non-functioning testicles? No one. No one. Even if you're not going to use them, we don't want them. We want our testicles to function. Am I right? Yeah.
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi messed up.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back.
Non-functioning what? Non-functioning testicles. That's what they are. Didn't you know? Well, now you do. That's what they are. NFTs. Non-functioning testicles. Ain't nobody wants that shit.
He made one fatal mistake.
We need to protect the functioning daddy bags, you know?
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True.
No. I can't necessarily say that I'm 100% sure, but I'm pretty damn sure the daddy bags is functioning quite properly.
Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves.
Admittedly,
Not
I
even
haven't
would think he
exactly
was the culprit.
gone to have it tested or anything, and I do not, will not buy any fucking NFTs. Who the fuck does that? That fantastic waste of money. What is the point? You can't pretend those things are unique. They're like one print screen away from not being unique. It's a bit more complicated than that, sure, but you can get around that. It's not that hard. The security on that shit is laughable. Laughable. Oh, they hurt. Oh, they hurt. I can tell you that much. They hurt when you punch them. Oh, hell yeah. Very much so.
In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He mentioned pancakes.
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Yep. Cue the laugh track. There. I gave... is that good enough, Asmodeus? Can you throw in a laugh track there? Just for fun? For the VOD, I mean. Do it.
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
I learned the hard way that that kind of damage is no fun. I at one point, this is purely anecdotal, it's out of my own weird life experiences, I decided it was a good idea to jump from a rock very high up, about 2.5 meters. I jumped down and landed on another rock. I just didn't do it with my feet first. It was no fun.
Does that mean
metal capsule?
He said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
Accidents do happen.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk.
What I did was not necessarily so much an accident as a genuine fuck-up and extremely poor decision making. I was rather, shall we say, talented at poor decision making in my teens. I think I still am, actually.
But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
A mega hint? Is it a mega hint? Was it filled with wine? Was it a mega hint of a mega pint of hints? Sorry, I had to. I've been following that JD Amber turd thing, and it's been a lot of laughs. Holy crap.
Oh, I know a place. I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here.
I think the mega pint
am I mistaken?
has become a bit of a meme at this
something
point.
about delicious pancakes.
I'll be right back at the end of that story. Sure, you can have it. Wait, let me. There you go. Be right back. I tend not to use that thing a whole lot on account of my admittedly
Mona was the only
horrible
one who was
artistic
talking about
skills.
a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
Rigged? Oh, you mean this guy? No, this is not a, obviously, it's not a VTuber avatar or anything. This is more like a GIF avatar. It's on a cycle. At some point, I'm gonna sort that one out, but due to my fantastically shitty artistic skills, it's just taking a long time. But at some point, I already know how to do it. It's just the actual drawing part that is the issue. Once I get that sorted and done, I can actually control expressions and such. It's not too hard. There's even functions built into it in OBS proper. It's just a matter of getting intimate with the system. Ah, that's fine. Thank you for the offer, though. but I like doing these things myself. And also, there's a bunch of artists all around me, and I figured I'm gonna ask one of them to do it, just as a friendly gesture as well, because, you know, they're mates and all. His story was too good.
He did approach us when we found ourselves in the worst trouble yet.
I'm gonna change it up a bit as well.
That's why we asked
There's more than enough Grim Reapers here on Twitch. It's not exactly a novel.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone
Avatar
out, but I was actually planting
such.
my app.
DBD. What would that be?
My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
No, I actually haven't, no. At some point, I'd like to pick up one of the, something like, I'd like to, if I at some point can gather up enough of the crew. There is a crew around here somewhere where we're just all really busy with life at the moment and schedules and shit. But at some point, I'd like to get the crew together and we can maybe do like a Phasmophobia stream, something like that, because it's fun doing these things as a group. Or maybe even Soupy would want to join. Who knows?
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program
I'm
being
willing to
installed
bet
so
that
quickly.
Soupy would be a lot more fun in Phasmophobia. I don't get scared that easy. And when I do, I clam up. The best part about horror games is that someone starts actually panicking and screaming and getting scared.
Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act!
She is rather quirky, though. But
After a few
adorable.
days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the phantom thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will
I
be
mean,
simple.
the low poly Minecraft-like models, they work too. I know another British streamer who has one for, but that's just for, I think, God damn it, what's it called? Fuck. Notifications and shit. Pops up a it's Grumble on Twitch, another British streamer from Birmingham, I believe. I think he's from Birmingham. I think so. Really good guy though. Really good guy. He deserves way more than he has. Admittedly, he's way bigger than I am. Holy crap. I can only dream of ever getting something like that. But he's a good guy. Really good guy. Played with him a couple of times too. He's awesome. Really nice guy.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be
that
one
sounds
of
fun.
ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
Is coloring a model like that really difficult though? It seems like making the actual model would be more difficult, but then that's me. I suppose depending on the scale of the project, I imagine there's quite a few layers.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi.
I've seen how VTuber models are made, and holy crap, that is a lot of work. That is stupid amounts of work. It is, I mean, the sheer number of layers to get all of that working, it's fucking nuts.
Someone with great authority.
No, I actually see
So
the
great that
chat
they can order an
through
assassination in a
Streamlabs.
police
So there is a wee bit of a delay, I think. Small one. Small one.
That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
It's just the most. No, I actually run it on my. I actually run it on my computer. The phone. It's here somewhere. But I prefer using my. I prefer using my computer for all the streaming stuff. And then just hook up the PlayStation to the PC. That way it's
We baited
doesn't
Akechi
tax
into
the
Sis's palace,
rig too much.
making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him. Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
I think you can actually do it just
Place
through
is based
Twitch
on the
as
real
well.
world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
But I think the Streamlabs app is a bit less taxing actually, because running a lot of apps, especially if they're like heavy on performance, it doesn't work out too well when I'm streaming. It just, I had a lot of issues with that early on. I had like OBS and Streamlabs running. That's pretty much it. Oh, and the Elgato game capture app. Any more than that, and my computer is gonna start just lagging behind. It can't handle any more than that. Don't ask me too much about the technical stuff, because half of this stuff was set up by a friend of mine, one of the mods, because he was doing this since long before I did.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
I'm still trying to learn all of this crap. Not till we got to school.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
It was a great idea.
Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi.
A bit?
But I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, Our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Damn, that makes a lot of sense. Now I get what they did. I understand it now.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us.
All the NPCs in the casino looked perfectly human. The entire interrogation scene took place inside the palace, basically. Not quite, but grossly simplified. We tricked Akechi to come and murder me inside the palace, because the palace and the interrogation room is in the same space, right? He just didn't know he was inside the palace when he did it. And we just pretended there was a Joker there. Cognition did the rest. Basically. No, it wasn't the real Joker. It was just a pretend Joker. Because I'm assuming I'm jumping a bit ahead here. I'm assuming it's because Sai, who was in charge of, it's her palace. I'm assuming she thought Joker was in the interrogation room, and that's why there was a Joker there.
And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Hook, line, and sinker, bitch. We did good. We did so good.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
It seems like she used his laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Now that is cool. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long, and it's already dragging on. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
You have no idea.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
I was sitting there looking up a new batch of dad jokes.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I couldn't see it either. There was no time.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone.
No, I suppose not. Well, he did shoot my replica. I imagine that's what he did. I'm just I'm RPing here. Don't ruin the mood.
Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
Oh yeah. We did a lot inside you. It was, well, I do believe I owe you dinner.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Don't remember. Drugs. I was.
I see. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
We had it
We
all
could
figured
just
out.
tell you the true culprit's plan. I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have
That's gonna bite them in the ass.
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him.
Yeah, I got the nut shot was way out of line. I gotta say, the nut shot, that was, I did not appreciate that.
The callous use of violence and even drugs is utterly abnormal.
I mean,
If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
it was a breeze. I suppose we'll be honest, it was close.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
I still don't get why Haru was hanging out with that freaking the rapist dude. I have that guy. What the fuck is she hanging out with him for? The whole point of her dad's palace was practically to get her out of that weird ass engagement. That is fucked up.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Don't say.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know.
Keep the coffee coming, my dude. Keep the coffee coming, and we are good.
Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs.
Wait, how is that gonna work? If I can't leave, how will I attend school? Oh no! The horror! My sight of learning and knowledge. God damn it, my knowledge stat is gonna suffer, isn't it?
It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
He makes coffee and curry. There can be no greater man. His calling in life. It's a thing of beauty. Grim Punk.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, you're the fudge nugget what got me frickin' sued, you prick.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
All this just so you can run for president? Really? Really? God damn.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes.
Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
It's all coming together. So
Why
neatly.
didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
Well, maybe, I mean, we've already been to a courthouse. I mean, a Senate? I'm assuming?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Whorehouse? Fancy restaurants? We did meet him in a fancy restaurant, actually.
I suppose that would be a good location for them to plot. How about the Diet Building?
Really?
We got a hit!
The Diet Building? What?
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
But... Eh? I think I'm missing something here. When they say Diet Building, I'm thinking essentially kind of like a gym for vegans. And on that note, the dad joke of the day. I have one today, actually. I do. I didn't start up with it. I usually do them at the beginning, but why not do it in midstream like this? Let's hope I manage to offend someone, right? I can always offend someone. Do you know what the hardest thing is for a vegan? Not telling anyone. Ah, there we go. Done. That's the dad joke of the day.
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
The diet? I don't know. I have no idea. I myself happen to be a certain form of vegan, I suppose. It's a strictly vegan cuisine I'm living by. I only ever eat vegans. What about Akechi?
No need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head. Nobody against it?
Of course.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together.
I have no idea what the diet is now. None.
Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
I suppose maybe its diet is used in a different sense than food here. I'm assuming it's got to be something, right?
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
But we like stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the diet building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine diet being a sort of governmental branch in a way, seeing as, I mean, every nation has its food culture and all that, but it's an island nation. I'm assuming food is a big deal. They have an entire frickin' I mean, don't they have like an entire wing of government dedicated to fishermen or something? So maybe it's not that big of a stretch after all.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
Hell yeah.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
Well, maybe some of us are, but you sure shit ain't it, Ryuji.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only
Oh yeah,
just
we
begun.
scary as fuck.
We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. But flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However,
What his
inauguration
endgame
isn't
is.
my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one.
Oh no, he's one of them.
Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while.
Oh no. Whatever shall I do?
Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far.
Yeah, I think.
And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together.
Wonderful.
To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end.
Well, how do I put this?
Looks like things have finally settled down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
Chief's right. Let's hit the hay. But, can I go on dates and such? You know? Futaba, what are you doing in my room? Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy. How so? Well, I remember how I put that wiretap app on Akechi's phone. Basically, that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his. Now, what could I do with that info? I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sae-Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. That's when I saw my chance and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. It's more that I want to increase the confidant stats and all that. It's mainly for story. Also, but Futaba is really cute though, but a bit too young for me really. But RP wise, she's quite the catch. But there was the chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. Now, that's why we need to tell Sae-Nijima to show the phone to Akechi.
Whoa.
This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it.
But...
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app, after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Meh. Pretty good, huh? That is good. Do you have more to say? May not have looked like it, but everyone else was risking their lives too. Though, there's no doubt you were the most at risk. I mean, you actually got arrested. Yeah, she is 15. Hence, why the RP thing is... To me, she's just adorable. She's like a puppy. But we're in the game here. She's 15. I'm, what? 17? 16? Some such. In real life, that would be creepy as fuck. Not gonna lie, that would be fucking that would be fucking criminal. But in a game like this, heck, I'm 16 again. But it seems like all the drugs and stuff made you forget the details of the plan. It's not as if they're real exactly. Yeah, you might be safe. But then again, in real life, I would not be caught dead even looking at someone at that age. Seriously, they look. No, just fucking no. Explain it to me in a cool way. Well, since the rest of us didn't get captured, we had to act. We had to pretend we never wanted you to get arrested, pretend the suicide news was a real shock. Basically, we had to act like we didn't know anything, 24/7. The enemy knows who we are, so we couldn't let our guard down even once while you were gone. If they had people watching us and realized what our plan was, they would have killed you immediately. Want to hear more? I do. Another tough part was figuring out how to get Sae-Nijima and Akechi back from the metaverse. In order to return to reality, you have to go back to the point where you came into the metaverse. So, Sae and Akechi had to go through where the nav activated, as in the hall where they met. Akechi would just come back the same way after the assassination. The real issue was Sae. We needed to stop her for a moment before she headed back toward the interrogation room. She's literally 4 months older than you? Well, she's safe for you then. Go at it. Just give it a go. But nothing can be sent to a phone inside the palace, so I had to program the messages in beforehand. That part was kind of last minute, so I had to pull an all-nighter trying to get it set up. I'm really on a roll here. Want to hear some more? Yes, please. Let me see. Another problematic thing was...
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, tying Akechi up. That was really tough. I obviously don't mean the real Akechi. Even if we could do that, it would ruin our plan. The one we had to tie up was Nijima's cognitive Akechi. This part's really complicated. I know you're tired. You sure you want to hear all of this now? Yes.
All right,
it
let's
might
go.
give me some confidant points here. Ah, that is kind of cool. Neat. Well, we needed to lure Akechi into Nijima's palace and have him kill the cognitive Grim. But Akechi would have entered the palace immediately after meeting Nijima in the hallway, right? Because of that, there was a pretty decent chance he'd run into the cognitive Akechi. And if that happened, Akechi would have totally realized we had lured him into the palace. Nobody actually even thought of this possibility until the night before the assassination. Makoto realized in the middle of the night that it was a huge mess trying to figure out what to do. In the end, we chose to sneak into the metaverse while the plan was happening to tie up the cognition. Because he told Sai to show him the phone, we expected her to chat with him for at least a bit. So we had a few minutes to strike after the cognitive Akechi showed up, but before the nav activated. It was Operation Tie Him Up, though it wasn't really much of an operation in the end. Thankfully, Sai didn't know his true nature, so the one that appeared was an ordinary kid. It was pretty simple surrounding him, knocking him out and tossing him on another floor. Wait, what? But man, watching Makoto's skill was super amazing. I guess she does use Knuckles as her weapon. Basically, what I'm trying to say is appreciate what everyone else did. All sorts of stuff happened. I just can't help but rant when I'm talking about stuff that interests me. Don't we all? Everyday normal shit, yeah. Sorry about that. Just focus on resting up. You don't have to worry about anything else. And seriously, well done, Grim. Why, thank you.
Let's do it.
Thank you. Now, let's get a save here, I think. How are we doing on time? I think we're good for another maybe 30 minutes or something. I think. Thereabouts. We can go a bit longer. We really should talk to the boss. Oh, by the way, the police report on your death isn't gonna show up at your school. No need to worry. Seems Prosecutor Nijima worked out some kind of deal with the higher-ups or something. I mean, they haven't even said anything to me even. As long as you stay quiet, you'll be fine. And I guess if they reported your death now, they'd basically be saying you were a Phantom Thief. They can't really go announcing the Phantom Thieves and who they are, so I'm sure they'll avoid that. Cool. I'm gonna ignore the cat, though. How's the plant doing? Sweet.
I'm gonna head back then.
Go to bed, alright? Is Futaba gonna leave? Or, is she, like, staying behind? Are we having a sleepover? Pillow fights! Yay. Yeah, Akechi's a hero. Yeah. Fuck it all. Rumors. Am I right? Phew. There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win. Oh yeah, I am a dumbass. I never grew up. There's no point in growing up. There's no fun in being grown up. I can tell you that much. It's completely pointless. Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum in the end. I heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. But that's a lie, right? How'd you know? I just knew. Planning something with Sakamoto-kun and the others, huh? Well, try not to trouble the school or the parents, okay? Also, make sure you're keeping up with your studies. I'll handle your housework as long as you request me. God damn it! She just wants to ring me for all my money's worth. Is it true that the leader of the Phantom Thieves died? No. How could the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Quiet down, you little brats. I'ma murder you little pricks. I hate children. That's why I became a teacher.
I swear, you're like monkeys in a zoo. Seriously, this guy has chosen the wrong path in life. Holy crap, he's such a douche. I received word from Bonk's family that he'll be absent for a bit. Jeez, what do you people think school is anyway? Place of learning, acceptance. Well, not really acceptance. It's a place of bullying. Bullying others, getting bullied in return. You know, is that not it? I don't know. What did I do in school? I played a fuck ton of music. Lots of fucking metal. Good God. There was a lot of partying going on. That's about as much as I did in school. Got into the occasional fight. Wouldn't recommend it. It's almost time. Playing music is awesome though. That was awesome. I had such a good time. Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. I'm all good. Thank God you're safe. That suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the question when I tried to ask him. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now. But I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck. You don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today is a day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. It's a place of fucking them and getting fucked. Pretty much, in a way. It's a place where you cram a lot of shit into your head only to forget it 2 days later. And you repeat that process for a couple of years, and then you're thrown into a society that you're not necessarily ready for. That's school for you. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customers are going to be showing up.
Okay.
Let's try to think of the keyword once the Chief's curry has energized you. Alright, I can do that. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? I've tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It is hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering, if he's been behind all of those mental shutdowns, doesn't that mean all the weird accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like, that subway accident back in April? Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say that Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway. Does he not care about all the innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly, there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Masayoshi Shido. How many has he killed over the years? How could we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster we just go there and try and think about it on site? Let's try that. If we're going to go, I'd like Grim to join, but will that be okay? Won't somebody spot him there? We'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tails us with my blazing speed. Alright, let's have Grim join us then. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen. Okay. Well, let's head in front of the diet building and force that bastard's palace open.
Well then.
We'll crack it open and we'll smash the fucking place into the fucking... Oh my god! Alright, let's head to the diet building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay? We're just gonna wreck the place. I'm gonna find the very first chandelier I find. I'm gonna swing from it, and I'ma sing. Off stream. I will not torture you with my singing. I promise. I've done that a few times. It was not on purpose. I'm terribly sorry about that. You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? The stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
What about a
What do you mean you about my singing? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm terribly sorry about that.
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister...
Was it that bad?
What about an arena?
Don't
like the
answer that.
Colosseum?
Imperial Palace? It's no good.
Celestial Pagoda.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Or maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer.
It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
I think the police are out. This cannot be good.
Wait, is it about us?
One might believe so, yes.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
We should all think about this tonight.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more.
In your dreams, cue ball.
However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
I tried looking Shido's interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old, and has gone from being a metropolitan assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he's split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister? For real? He was specially appointed to the position. That's his current title. Apparently, he also won a contest for who people would most like to have as their boss. Even the news sites write about him as though he's sure to become the prime minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
He did say he kind of saw himself as a chosen one. Maybe he's maybe it's like a cathedral or a church or something. Now that'd be a new setting. I don't think we've been in something like that before. That'd be kind of cool. What's with all the love for Shido? I get no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out.
I should write something.
Don't adjust. Don't adjust. I think can we get a close up? Can we? No, no. Don't wanna, huh? Really? Really? Is that it? Oh well. There you have it. There you have it. You can get a close up of me instead. There we go. Right. So, real talk. We gotta be serious about this. I'm fresh out of time. I need to hit the sack. I realized this was maybe a tad bit on the short side, but yet another one of those annoying things about being a grown-up. Ain't no such thing as time. You ain't ever gonna have it. You have to take it, usually by force. That's the only way you get more. Cut off my legs just a wee bit, just a wee bit. There we go. So I need to hit the sack. Sadly, I do. We'll pick this up again, I believe tomorrow. It's scheduling is really difficult right now, but I do still try to stream 5 days a week. I do try. I no doubt I'm gonna fuck it up at some point on account of work being what it is right now. But I am getting reinforcements next week, so hopefully then it'll loosen up a bit. It'll loosen up a bit. That is the hope. At least I can pretend that's the case. We can pretend. We'll see. And at some point during this week, I'm not sure which day, we were gifted that. What's it called? The goose game. The fear of the duck, as it were. Wait, let me check right quick. I'm gonna have to remember to keep that thing installed as well. Where did I put it though? Huh. Where the hell did I? Untitled Goose Game, that's it. Untitled Goose Game. We were gifted that, so we're gonna play that too. I'm not sure, maybe we might end up playing that on Friday or Saturday. Just besides, taking a break from Persona it's definitely high time. It's definitely high time. And because we've been playing this for a long time, but I am dead set on finishing this. I am going to fucking finish this game. I hate leaving games unfinished, especially the ones I stream. It's just that I don't like doing it. I don't like it. If you missed anything, you desperately want to see what happened before, There is a VOD channel, yes, it's over there on the tube. Same name on the tube as it is here. In case you want to see something, you missed something in particular, or whatever the case might be. I use it for reference material. Simple as that. It's useful. And occasionally funny as well. Occasionally. And it's interesting at times to look back in history just to see, have I in any way improved my setup or anything over the time I have been streaming. I haven't been doing this that long, but long enough that I have learned a few things at least, and fixed a couple of things. It's been one hell of a journey, and I'm not quite done just yet. Anyways, thank you all for swinging by. It is, as always, ever so much appreciated, and I hope to see you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.